Welcome back to the Donny Sports Podcast with Tom and Jord, coming to you from the Caxton Hotel. How are you, my friend?
G'day, everyone. How you doing, Tom?
I'm good. I'm very good. Had a eventful weekend.
Yeah, what'd you get up to?
Footy was back on. Hey?
In a big way.
Yeah, well, there was a lot of games on, including the All-Stars game, which we caught up for.
We did.
And obviously we had the Volk fight. But one big thing that happened to me on the weekend, so we got the boys trip this weekend. We're going away to draft.
Very keen.
Very keen. Very excited. We booked it in November last year. We're that excited to get away to draft. But the whole thing was I was coming back here to Brizzy on the Sunday night and heading straight to Ed Sheeran with the missus, which was going to be a tall task as it is, but the things you do, you know?
Got to.
I booked those tickets before I booked the trip away.
Oh, okay.
Saturday morning, my missus goes out with her friend for coffee. Comes back home. Turns out her friend, she's gone Ed Sheeran too.
Oh, lucky you.
Lucky. Yeah.
More the merrier.
The big kicker is Ed Sheeran is actually on Saturday night, not Sunday night.
Oh, fuck. She took it well, I'm sure.
Went down a real trip because she totally called my bluff too.
Yeah.
Because I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, that sucks. Because I really like Ed Sheeran. And she's like, well, you could work something out. I was like, oh, nah, it's too late now. Just
do a sober boys trip, mate.
Pretty confusing at this point to start chopping and changing plans. She wasn't stoked.
Yep.
So then obviously we're here on the Monday night at the CAC because Valentine's Day turned into a much bigger event than it was originally going to be in my house.
Now it makes sense why you couldn't blow off tomorrow. Yes.
Okay. And so I leveled, I bargained with her.
Pleaded.
I got the deal is $50 towards transport on the evening, and I get off scot-free.
You got to pay your missus off.
Well, you don't have to, but it's a lot easier than folding clothes, brother.
Agreed.
But no, so that was good, and then obviously the big thing was she's come back from coffee.
Yeah.
I was getting over to Zaps at 12 o'clock for the All-Star game.
Yeah.
This conversation happened about 11:30.
Oh.
I needed a lift there.
Oh.
So not only did I have to rush the conversation, I had to then be like, and by the way, would you mind dropping me at my mate's house so I could have a few beers?
Oh, fucking hell.
So, no way.
Tell it was a heated conversation, mate. You're already getting fogged up over there.
Getting fogged up. How good. How good. And I look worse without them. Yeah. So I need to wear them.
You got to do it.
I don't know what's worse, getting fogged up or not wearing them at all. But no, that was awesome. I was really happy. But I mean, part of me, I was sure that it was on the Sunday. Is there some conspiracy from Ticketmaster? Could they have changed the date without me knowing about it? I don't know.
Just to fuck you over. Yeah.
That little ginger, that little fucker. Yeah. Maybe he's in for my missus. I don't know.
It could be.
A good first step in the right direction to try and work something out.
You think she'd go for him?
Yes. What? Yes.
I don't know. He's an ugly guy.
Oh, sorry.
Take the guitar away.
And what is he? A multi-millionaire with millions of fans.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Really
take
good
the guitar
at
and everything else away.
Oh, well, yeah.
He's a guy with just a redhead guy with shitty tattoos.
Mate, you don't even have the guitar to take away from me. So I'm not...
Yeah, true. Quite the catch, Tom.
I'm not going down that.
It's time to pick it up.
All she's got to take away from me is me not putting dates into calendars properly. That's all I have on offer right now. So, I mean, on one hand, I'm upset that I've let down my wife, my betrothed. On the other hand, as big as Saturday was going to be, it can now be a lot bigger knowing that I don't have to go listen to Shape of You around the corner on Sunday night.
We can still crank it on the way home.
Well, it's not the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Think so.
But no, it was pretty good. Other than that, obviously, All-Star game was on, had a few beers there. It's always weird when, so I've obviously got dropped there.
Yep.
Then all you blokes rock up in cars.
You didn't check.
It's always a weird situation when, you're then...
called ahead, mate.
You're then stranded.
Yeah.
When you all don't have ways home.
Yeah.
It's normal.
Yeah.
But now... As you've all rocked up, I've become more and more of a burden as each person arrives with a sensible amount of alcohol.
I find you're a nicer person when you don't have a lift home.
Well, it was the flavour of the day. So
Yeah.
I was kissing feet all day. So. But what about you? What, you get up to much?
Look, not too much. Friday, I didn't sleep much on the Thursday. Woke up Friday morning. I'm like, oh, fuck this. Texted in, I'm sick, not coming in.
On Friday?
On Friday, yeah.
Jesus.
Could not be fucked.
You pulled the sickie.
I did.
And that's on the record.
Oh, yeah, maybe take that part out.
Well, no, you were sick.
Yeah, well, no. Anyway, so took it easy Friday. Picked up flowers for the missus.
Oh, yeah?
We don't really do Valentine's Day. We do it like around.
You do February 10th.
Yeah. Internationally recognised.
Yeah, I don't buy into that big corporate bullshit.
Yeah,
I just got a few days early.
I can't stand big flower, mate. Big rose. Nah.
No,
not for me.
I was looking today. Yeah. Maybe I get some flowers delivered to work, which is weird because we work together, but I find that less awkward than me walking in with them.
Yeah.
One rose, $76 delivered.
That's the same. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure that rose in 2 weeks' time is a $35 operation.
That's a piece of shit. It's rotted. It's gone.
No. If I wanted to order that rose in 2 weeks' time.
I get you. Yeah.
But anyway, as you were saying, you took off Friday to have a large one.
I did. We head down to the Waterloo, Friday Arvo.
Yeah.
Yeah, watching the footy. A couple of beers turned into several beers, turned into too many beers.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, ended up down in the valley. Yeah. Not clubbing. I don't fuck with that. Not clubbing, but just, drinking too much.
Where you ended up in the valley?
There's this place called something I can't remember.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Look it up, man. Look it up. No, anyway, so a bit ripped. Went to Macca's, picked up a feed. I got a scooter home. So with my Macca's.
Like, you shared a scooter home or you picked one up and took one?
I picked it up on my shoulder and carried it home. No, I jumped on the old, the book it with your phone ones.
Yeah.
Jumped on the scooter. So I got my Macca's bag in one hand, drinking the other.
Oh, no.
Holding the scooter. Going home. I don't live too far. I'm only in Newstead.
Yeah.
So I'm rolling home.
Must be nice.
Come around the corner. About 5 minutes goes by. I'm going pretty well. Make it to my street. Pull into the corner. I'm like, all right, time to start slowing down. Little did I know the cunts have put front wheel brakes.
Oh, not the rear wheel.
On the squeeze.
Or it's both.
They've got both, but why would you ever put the front on
Why would
there?
anyone need a front wheel brake on a scooter?
I don't know. So I've hit the front brake. The front wheel's locked up. I've gone fucking over. Middle of the road. My chicken nuggets and Big Mac spread out over the road, mate.
Wow.
Lost my Coke down the drain.
This happens to you more often than it happens to other people. You often drop food.
I don't know, mate. I don't know. Well, here's the kicker though.
Yeah.
There's a cunt sees me from 8 stories up. This big Kiwi guy.
No.
He goes, "Oi, 30-second rule, bro." What do you even say to that, man? I wasn't even mad. I was just impressed.
And
he was so quick with it.
Isn't the general rule of thumb 10 seconds?
I don't know. He lives by different rules up there. I don't know.
Different over the dish.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, so thought about great calls from just Kiwi blokes. And I saw another great call from a Kiwi bloke on the weekend. It was the a couple fights before that Volk one.
Yeah.
This big Kiwi bloke ended up being from Logan.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Did you watch that one?
Yeah.
He flattened this guy from Connecticut in under 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So the Connecticut guy has reached out to hit him.
One. Yeah.
And the Kiwi at the end has just gone, "Oh, mate, if you have to reach, I have to teach."
Yeah.
So fucking good.
So elite. What'd you think of that Volk fight?
I thought it was great.
You reckon it was a robbery?
I mean, I'm not much of I don't watch too many fights, to be honest, but I thought it was great. I thought it was very close.
It's like Volk won the biff.
Yeah.
So I'm watching a UFC fight.
Yeah.
Islam won the UFC portion. Volk won the, pass through generation on generation term fight.
Yeah.
Holding a guy on the ground. Yes, you are scoring points, and I get that it's hard to do. It's not an easy thing to do. Yeah. But as a true-blooded rugby league Australian man, I want to see some biffs. And people go, "Oh, watch boxing." It's nowhere near as lethal and bloodthirsty as the UFC.
Yeah.
I totally understand. There's a place for just striking.
Yeah.
But and the fact that Joe Rogan, who's the knower of all things, and I trust everything he says.
Truth teller.
The fact that he said that he was robbed, I was like, well, fuck, maybe I am onto something. And then everyone seems to think he's robbed, but then I think, well, maybe this island of convicts is just,
Yeah.
you know, we just see things a bit differently for our man.
A little bit longer in that last round because he had him on the ground.
Oh, if that was a sixth round,
yeah.
You know, I've never wanted a sixth round more in my life.
Oh, even just 20 seconds longer of that last part. Like, he had him on the ground pinned and he just punched him in the head.
I totally understand that Islam was doing what you need to do to win a fight in the UFC.
Yeah.
But as far as biffs are concerned, like as far as whomping a bloke, Volkanovski won that.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Like, he had that big cut on his face, but really he looked like fresh as a daisy. He's going to go for a run the next day.
I mean,
Islam looked like he'd been hit by a fucking train from Dubbo.
I've never really watched the UFC that too much, but just the wrestling of it just doesn't seem like much is going on.
I love the Aussie crowd boos it.
Yeah,
it's just not, play to the crowd.
Yeah.
Know your audience. Like, we don't cop that. Stand up and biff, bro.
Yeah.
I don't. It's fair enough. Like, but it always seems to be like Adesanya, one of his last fights. He's just a boring fighter, but he gets the job done, and so we all love him, and he's so cocky, and we love him.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'd rather watch someone just go and just throw caution to the wind, you know, and just fucking have a go, have a go. But obviously, got me thinking. How long would you last in the ring with Volk?
How long would I?
How many seconds? Obviously not rounds.
Yeah.
How long do you reckon it would be before Volk takes, like, just Grim Reapers you takes you?
I reckon by the time they put time on, you walk over and touch gloves.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 seconds later, I'm gone.
I genuinely believe I can run away from Volkanovski for 10 seconds.
I just don't believe it.
If I'm on this side of the cage, because obviously Volk, like, in my mind, in this hypothetical, he'd run straight at you.
Yeah.
But that's not going to happen. No. Volk, like, sizes you up. And there's a lot of me to size up, right?
So you reckon you'll jump around for a bit?
No, I'm not going to jump around with him. He'll see an opening immediately.
Right.
But in his mind, he might be like, yeah, obviously he's there to finish me.
Yeah.
But he, like, you know, that's 2 seconds.
Yeah, true. All right.
And then so I'm up against the fence.
Yep.
And then he takes a step forward. Now I'm on a little bit of the fence. As soon as he lunges for me, it's game over, obviously. But I think I got 10, 15 seconds in me.
I think you're
before he puts one on my chin.
Wildly overconfident.
You reckon?
I think if he knows who you are coming into it,
yeah,
he'll just go straight for you. There's no way he wouldn't.
That's true. 15 seconds is a long time too.
It's a very long time.
10. Give me 10 seconds, I reckon.
I'm putting the under-over on...
On 10?
No. I'm going 6.5 seconds.
6.5 seconds. Surely I'm $1.10 overs.
I reckon it's 50-50 at 6.5.
Fuck me. Well, how long do you last? You reckon you go under 6.5 seconds with Volkanovski?
Absolutely.
Yeah, well.
Maybe I've got the advantage. He looks like a short guy. Maybe I can duck back a bit.
No.
Hold him back with the head?
Absolutely not. Like, because I was like, I'm no chance of dodging a punch because by the time I've dodged it, I've actually put my face into another punch.
Right.
And I'm only going to take one.
That's true.
I'm only going to take one punch. Like, let's be honest. Well, even if he doesn't knock me out, I'm not going to continue fighting.
I don't know. As someone who's only been in schoolyard scraps, I don't know. I don't know.
But let's get into some rugby league news, as we are rugby league men, and rugby league was on the weekend.
It was.
Wasn't it? I got a bit of a bone to pick. We're talking about this before we came on air.
Yeah.
It's preseason trials, and that's all I ever hear. It's preseason, it's preseason, it's preseason. And I'm like, am I not meant to care about the rugby league football now?
Yeah.
Am I not meant to give a fuck? Like, and then you say anything about league, and like, yeah, but it is just preseason, and all these guys are like, putting in front of their sentences like with opinions. I know that it's preseason. You don't have to.
Yeah.
Like, if it doesn't matter, don't put it on KO. It obviously and obviously it's not. I'm about to do it.
I know,
it's bullshit. What are we scared of? We're scared of blokes on Twitter, be it like Bob from fucking Logan, being like, "Yeah,
what he's trying to say is, sucks shit, West Tigers, mate. Bottom again."
Obviously, that's where I'm getting to.
It does mean something.
Because you didn't lose to the Roosters the Roosters didn't put 40 on you.
Yeah.
The Wars put 40 on you. And there's no disrespect to the Wars, but the Wars put 40 on you. Yes, I understand. It's preseason. But you've been training all off season for a system.
Yep.
That system was shithouse.
It's not working.
It did not work. Yeah. Stefano looked great. And you can't tell me that, yes, obviously, like, I don't know why I'm defending this. Yes, I know that you're going to have different players, obviously. But if I'm the Tigers and I won the Spoon last year, other than trying to keep the boys fit and healthy, I'm getting as many of my first graders out there to be like, go feel each other out, could ya? Because what happened last year obviously didn't work.
Yep.
So you get 2 trial games and one of them's just burnt because you let a bunch of kids go and get towed up by the Warriors. Just doesn't make sense to me. And then obviously everyone's just defending it, being like, yeah, but it's preseason.
Even just to build the confidence up.
Even the Warriors, like everyone's telling them, oh, it's just preseason. Nah, you blokes have obviously been working on something in the off-season and just absolutely nailed it. Because it's not like Sean Johnson is being taught one thing and then all the other halves are getting taught something else somewhere else. It's obviously, we're all learning the same plays. Yeah. We're all playing together. We're all training together, doing the same stuff. It was just those 13 blokes went and did it. So then obviously you'd expect when the NRL rolls around, a more capable 13 blokes go and do it.
I mean, it just feels like excuses again and again.
I'm not saying that they're going to win the Spoon. I obviously don't think the Tigers are going to win the Spoon. But you can't go out there and lose your first trial. But I also, it's just a bit of a pot shot to all the punters that are just saying, it's just preseason, it's just preseason, it's just preseason. Mate, you're watching it just as much as I'm watching it.
Yeah.
We're all watching rugby league, you know, like we're all on KO watching the footy. Don't tell me it's just preseason. I obviously it's just preseason because they didn't get 2 points at the end of the. I mean, they got 12. But that's a whole nother kettle of fish. But I did enjoy the footy on the weekend. But just that is pissing me off. But obviously, what we're about to get into, the injuries that happened. Obviously, that's why they rest the players.
Top talent. Yeah.
But Justin Olam did not get injured.
He didn't.
There was a hit put on Justin Olam by the heads of the NRL, and I refuse to believe anything else. Not since JFK have I seen such blatant corruption.
Mate, Blandy's got shooters in the Roosters squad.
This does not make...
Fuck.
And I have the proof to prove it.
The proof to prove
I have the proof.
The evidence.
I have done some research.
Okay.
And I can prove that Peter V'landys is behind this.
Please.
But it just doesn't make sense. Last week, Justin Olam, as a member of the Australian community, goes out on his own, didn't perform a citizen's arrest, but I dare say he was in his rights to do so. on a secret agent spy that had infiltrated a meeting, Justin Olam stepped up and he was counted. Yeah. And he made sure any wrongdoing was made right.
Absolutely.
Then he goes out on the weekend to go help the young guys in just a preseason game. But let's look at the facts here about what happened to Justin Olam. He's out for 6 weeks. Yep. He's hurt his forearm. He broke his forearm in a tackle. Yep. Who was he trying to tackle? Sia Wong. I'm sure I've butchered that pronunciation. Don't look at my notes.
Siwa? Okay.
This is going to blow your mind.
Okay.
Sia Wong. 2 names, 8 letters. 10.
Where's this going?
So we're at 10. All right. So 2 names, Sia Wong, 8 letters. 8 plus 2, 10. Easy math. Who came 10th last year? The Dragons.
Right.
Right? Where are the Dragons going to come this year? 16th. What is the 16th letter of the alphabet? P. What do the Dragons wear on their chest? A V. And what are the Dragons going to do a lot of this year? Take L's. PVL. It's been right in front of our face the entire time. We are through the looking glass here, people. He is blatantly doing this right in front of us.
Holy shit.
He's left a paper trail. He thought he'd get it past me. Mate. Of all people, one of the sharpest brains trying to find this information out from the...
You better sleep with one eye open.
Well, now I'm in with Justin Olam. Yeah. Wong's coming for me. But let it be known, 2 Wongs do not make a white. And let it be known before you come for me, PVL, I would last 15 seconds in the ring with Volkanovski.
Oh, watch out for your wrists, mate. That's all I've got to say.
If that's not irrefutable evidence...
I liked it.
I mean...
That was pretty solid.
I didn't like it. It frightens me. So clearly, it's just... and Abdo must be asleep at the wheel, or maybe his name's harder to link up.
Too many letters.
And then obviously we had Xavier Savage, broken jaw.
Yep.
Trying to shut him up too. So we're on to your PVL, and we will discover it. But you had some news you wanted to bring to me, something that you saw on the weekend that you thought would be worth bringing up on the pod.
I did. Our main man, but Kevy Walters.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kevy the Great. Kevy the Great. Kevy the Brave.
He's just re-signed for another 2 years, 2-year extension with the Broncos.
Talk about mid-biz.
So my question was just, surely Kevy's owed his picture on the fridge. By now,
the Career Mail.
Seabold's,
Yeah.
Seabold's picture's tattered. It's gone.
Seabold's picture has been defamed, disgraced.
It's time to put Kevy up there.
Well, what's the Career Mail doing? If the
Not
Broncos
bringing
believe
us,
in
not
him,
bringing us those great Sui Wong stories, mate. They're looking the other way.
if the Broncos believe in him for 2 years, why doesn't the Career Mail?
I don't know.
I think it's probably about time that Kevy's face gets up on a fridge.
I think so.
I do.
I think we make it happen.
Do we believe that man will win a premiership? No. Did anyone think Seabold would? No. Does anyone think Seabold will? No.
It's a Seabold face lie.
Yeah, I wonder when he does get up on the fridge, what prerequisites do you need? Or maybe they're scared of doing it again because in that contract, they made it so what happened with Seabold is he obviously got paid out millions to leave the club. Kevy, he's pretty much a casual. Yeah. He's on a casual employment contract.
They can give him 2 hours notice. He's gone.
And so they're not paying him out a cent. And I can't help but feel like might be tied to Selwyn Cobbo's new podcast coming.
Well, speaking of Cobbo, mate, he must have seen the news before kickoff.
Oh, for the Indigenous
All-Stars. Because he's come out and scored a hat-trick.
Yeah. He was shaken by the news originally with the 6 errors.
He found his feet.
Then
Kevy gave him a call, said it's all good.
Mate, I was copping it sweet, wasn't I?
You were.
There was a group of...
You're big on Cobbo.
Everyone should be big on Cobbo. He's one of the most entertaining blokes in the league because you never know what he's going to do because he doesn't know what he's going to do because it's all instinct. He's an absolute freak. But That's a nice way of saying he's no idea what he's doing. No, he obviously knows what he's doing. And I love him so much, almost like a son, even though it doesn't make biological or sense in the timeline.
It doesn't.
But
it doesn't.
I mean, I went and watched him play at Suncorp a lot last year, and I only went and saw him play, except when JP was playing, because we love JP, and he scored 2 great tries on the weekend. But just Selwyn Cobbo gets me so excited, but it did hurt. When sometimes chat gets thrown at you.
Yep.
And it's like chat to a degree where you're up against a wall.
I'm aware.
And I hate that so much because obviously I just like talking so much.
You throw a lot of shit out.
Just love talking crap.
You're the type of bloke that just throws it out and just sees what sticks.
I'd rather embarrass myself with a bad call than go down defenceless.
Yep.
But when Cobbo's dropped the ball 3 times in about 2 minutes, I had nothing to say.
It was pretty bad.
But I'm also like, well, I'm not Selwyn.
Yeah.
Just because I support him, I can't be out there catching the ball for him.
In his time of need, you abandoned him.
I did. I said to the one Broncos fan, I said, well, you should be talking to him. Not me. I'm a Cowboys fan.
You are Judas.
No, don't talk to me. But then as soon as he scored those 3 tries, obviously he's the best guy
Straight
ever.
back on.
Amazing.
Yeah, knew it all the time. But I saw also that Kev come back out and had some response to Cobbo's comments on his podcast.
Really?
Yeah, he did. So Kev's come back and said, you've seen his hat-trick.
Yeah.
And he said, he must be getting some good coaching, I would have thought.
Kevy said that.
Kevy said that.
Oh, man, what a great bloke.
Oh, fucking excellent.
Wow, Kevy, the Viper.
That's about as good as we'll get from him, I think.
It's fun for me, literally looking over Suncorp from the Caxton right now, laughing at them.
Yeah. Yep.
Inside the building, your upcoming star having a public feud with not just the head coach, but a club legend.
Yeah.
Does it bode well? Is it
one
of... It's not even a bad omen. It's just bad.
It's not a good look.
Kevy getting that deal last year, let's be honest, they were playing top 4 footy all year. But the last 4 games, he managed to throw that. Well, obviously he didn't do it on his own, obviously. But if we're going off form, an anvil was attached somewhere on Red Hill with 6 games to go, and no one was able to figure out where it was.
Yeah.
They'd sprung a leak and they were sinking. That's his form currently. Going from like almost guaranteed footy to a negative points difference in a matter of 6 weeks.
I'm not sure what happened.
And that's what I think they really need to figure out going into this year. How did that happen, and how doesn't that happen again? And
Well, clearly they don't believe it was Kev. They've just resigned.
no, it's not Kev's fault. It's just everyone that hates him. It's not his fault. Yeah, I don't know. It will be interesting. But let's moving on to some non-rugby league related things. Well, it's still rugby league adjacent.
It is. It has ball.
Well, mine is anyway. We're going to bring in a new segment here. It's called Taking the Piss.
Right.
Things that we've seen throughout the week that I just feel like you're just taking the piss. How long does this need to continue for?
Yeah, you cannot be fucking serious type material.
yeah. Well, you hit me with yours first.
All right. My first one first cab off the rank for taking the piss, mate, is the Milo serving size. It's 3 teaspoons.
What?
No one in their right fucking mind is making a Milo with 3 teaspoons.
On the label it says 3 teaspoons.
Does.
Teaspoons, not
Teaspoon,
tablespoons.
no, teaspoons.
Is anyone even making a Milo with a teaspoon?
I
If you are, you're
think
an
so.
Australian. You should get out.
Yeah, get the fuck out.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
That is. How many teaspoons would you put in? I don't even know. I only know tablespoon measurement.
Conservatively, if I had to go teaspoons, I'd go probably 6 or 7, depending on the cup. It all depends on the cup.
Yeah, but like obviously, when you're doing a Milo, you get the bigger cup in the house.
You'd have
You know, the straggler cup.
Yeah.
You grab that and you
the
use
schooner
that.
kind of cup.
No. When I'm making a Milo, I get one of those ones that you get,
get
from
the goblet.
Movie World when you were young or something like that.
So you're cracking the top of the Milo lid, piercing the aluminium off
And
the
then
top.
pretty much just pouring it.
just straight in the cup.
Dash of milk,
Actually,
and away we go.
Fuck the cup. Just put the milk straight in the top of the tin.
Yeah, I cut the tin in half.
Yeah.
One for me, one for the missus.
There you go. Date night.
They've got away with that because then they've been able to put on the front its health star rating
4-star
and all
rating,
that.
yeah.
That's bullshit. I mean, mine is a bit more rugby league flavoured.
What have you got?
I think blokes wearing face paint to the footy are taking the piss.
What about the support?
And let me preface this by saying,
Okay.
we need members like this. We need people that care about their club. We obviously need all that stuff.
We need someone to offload the shitty jerseys too.
But what are you doing? I copped a bit of flack. I put out a video about jerseys,
Right.
and I said, "Oh, I don't wear a jersey to the game because I'm not on the team." And I've been actually called out quite a few times by people I know and people I don't, saying if you don't wear a jersey to the footy, you're not a real fan.
Look, I don't agree with
that's-
them.
My night doesn't end at full-time whistle.
Right.
I come back here. I venture up the street of the Great Caxton Street. I don't know. I don't want to confine myself to rugby league only areas. And with a $160 jersey, as expensive as it is, you're not getting into a lot of places.
They're
But
a cheaper
I
Ralph
can cop a
Lauren shirt.
jersey. I'm not saying people shouldn't wear jerseys. I'm not that. I'm not the Grinch. If you want to wear a jersey like you're 10 years old, that's on you.
Yep.
That's fine. I don't care. Support the team. I think it's better than a media polo, some of the jerseys anyway.
Yep.
But the face paint gets me because there's a bit of look at me about it.
Just want to be included.
So there's a degree of, I'm doing it for the club. I love the club so much. But also a large portion has to be, check this out. I know. My whole face.
Oh, shit. You ever see that Tiger Man, or what was he, Cat Man? He went to every Geelong game.
Yeah.
He was always face painted in full cat. I could have sworn it was Geelong.
How
He always
early?
had the black and white cat face.
How early in the day do you start applying
Oh,
the
he's
face
there.
paint?
He's probably going to training sessions and everything.
Like that can't be something that happens. Oh, I'm rushing out the door.
Yeah.
Like, do people leave work early to get the face paint on?
They probably wear it to work.
Depending on what they do.
Yeah.
If they work.
That guy is the Catman. That's what he does.
Because I put up a post on the weekend. There's a bloke. Because this is what gets me about the face paint. Is there was a bloke on the weekend, a Raiders fan. He had the full face paint, horns and a drum. And I just said, God, the horns and the drum must go into the boot a lot harder after a loss.
You leave it there.
You're just sitting back there and you just know you're driving down on the highway home. It's just rattling. It just can't be like, because obviously a man in face paint cheering that something good has happened. Great shot.
Yeah.
A man sad in face paint. We shouldn't have that footage.
I'm just trying to think how I'd feel if I saw a fully grown man in full face paint screaming and cheering me on. And looking up at him.
Well, no, I think that the boys must like it. Like, but I just imagine if like your mate says, "Oh, you want to go to the footy this weekend?"
Doesn't tell
you. And you go, yeah, I'd love to go to the footy with you. He's like, come to mine for drinks beforehand. Yeah, sweet. I'll be over there right after work. Go after work, pick up a 6-pack, hit him up. It's getting a bit late. Oh yeah, I'll just go into the bathroom. I just got to put on some clothes and do my face up.
Just got to get ready.
He comes back out with full face paint. Is that a man that you're going to the footy with?
I'm going home. I'm going home.
And listen, I'm not saying face painted members of the public that listen to this podcast should stop doing so. In fact, reach out and let me know
why
what the paint on your face does for you. Is it a sexual thing? I don't know. What kind of thing? Like, so what we're gonna do is just a battle, last man standing. I'm gonna pit you up 2 things. You pick the best one. We keep going through until there's only one guy left. All right?
Right, okay. Yep.
And we're doing types of beer.
Okay.
I'm not talking 4X VB. I'm talking about the environments in which you enjoy your beer.
Right, okay.
Right.
I like it. Yeah, I'm on board. I'm on board.
This is good. And like, as a man, I know there's not too many men I know that enjoy more beers than yourself.
I am
so
known to enjoy beer.
Yeah,
so gone.
So here we go. First matchup. Shower beer, early knockoff beer.
Oh, early knockoff, easy.
Okay.
It's not even close.
Okay. Post-footy beer up against the early knockoff beer.
That's trickier. See, the early knockoff beer has so much going for it being first beer of the Arvo.
Yeah.
Especially you pair it up with an early knockoff, it's still early knockoff.
Yeah. But post-footy in the sheds with the boys after a win.
I don't know. I'm still going to have to go. I'm going to stick with early knockoff.
Okay. Early knockoff beer up against the airport beer.
Explain the airport beer.
What?
What do you mean?
You know, the beer you have at the airport before you go on holidays.
Right, so it's a pre-holiday airport beer. It could just be a business trip. All right.
Even still, the airport beer on a business trip is still one of the most famed beers all time.
It's close, but I'm going to have to... I'm sticking with...
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a king.
You would have gone the other way.
The early knockoff... I think I would have taken shower beer over the early knockoff
You're
beer.
kidding me.
Because early knockoff is great, but I'm still dirty. I get home... If I'm having a beer in the shower... I'm probably going out somewhere that night, so it's the same thing for me.
Yeah, I get.
And it's just like a fun thing when the water's hitting you and he's going through your throat. You know how it is. All right, well, early knockoff beer up against first beer at the pub before heading to the footy.
It's fuck yeah, you've knocked it off. You've knocked it off. We're going beer at the pub.
So pub before heading to the game beer up against the hotel balcony beer.
Right. And what do you mean by hotel balcony?
You know, you get to the hotel about 3:00 in the afternoon. Probably the missus is in the shower getting ready. You just out there on the balcony by yourself. Just knock one off.
Another question. Follow up.
Yeah.
What sort of trip is this?
A fun trip.
Is it a trip with the missus?
Yeah.
Because you said she's in the bathroom. Or is it a trip?
I mean,
with the
hotel
boys?
balcony beer could also be lads trip away. Your first beer, get there early in the afternoon and tuck one away. It's just when you're on the hotel balcony, there's no worries in the world.
Yeah.
It's just you and a frothy.
All right. I'm taking the hotel balcony on the caveat that it's a guy's trip.
Take that, missus.
Yeah, well, sorry, love.
Hotel balcony beer.
Yep.
Over first beer on a Friday.
Hotel balcony.
Ooh.
Yep.
Hotel balcony beer up against Sunday afternoon beer garden beer.
Fuck. I'm taking the Sunday Arvo beer garden.
Ooh.
It's got to be the 4th. The sun's up. It's not too hot, not too cold.
Yeah,
Breeze is blowing
absolutely,
through.
absolutely. You're
That's the
probably in a
fourth beer.
coastal environment.
Absolutely, mate. A little bit tipsy. Not too bad, not too much.
Sunday afternoon, beer garden beer,
Yep.
or the kitchen beer. You know, that one is when you're waiting on the missus, you're going out for the night. She's still getting ready, you're in the kitchen. Just you and your thoughts before you go out.
That's got to be the worst one you've put up. Who the fuck enjoys waiting for their missus to get ready? You're an odd cat.
Just a bit of peace and quiet, mate. You know, you got to live with them, you can't live without them, you know.
Fucking bizarre.
So the Sunday afternoon beer garden beer
Yep.
or a pool beer when you're floating.
I'm sticking with my beer garden.
Okay, and the last one.
Yep.
The Sunday afternoon beer garden beer goes head to head up against
Hard to beat.
the free beer.
Explain the free beer.
It's a beer you haven't paid for.
Is it good?
It's whatever. It might be a corpy event, might be a work function, might be just your mates around. But it's a beer that costs you nothing. There's no strings attached to this beer.
I feel like there are strings attached. There's always something attached to a free
It's
beer.
a free beer.
Look, even the fact you brought up a corporate event, I shivered a little bit. I'm not into that. That sucks. Absolutely every day of the week, I'm taking the Sunday Arvo beer garden beer.
All right. There we have it. The Sunday afternoon beer garden beer is the undefeated beer of all time.
It has to be.
Back her in. Well, that was fun.
Didn't we learn something, gang?
We have a massive week next week. Obviously, we're going to digest the boys' trip, and I have some people have already sent in their best boys' trip yarns, their best boys' trip stories. If you're listening at this point,
Get them in, guys.
hit us up, hit me with a voice message. We'll listen to it on the pod. While you're at it, go ahead and give the pod a 5-star review on iTunes or Spotify, wherever you're listening. Thanks for the support on the first one. Best thing you can do, tell a friend to listen. And we'll see you guys next week. As always, write in with anything that you want us to talk about, any topics or anything like that. And we'll see you at the Caco next week.
See you later, guys. So.
Beauty. You like that little segment?
I did, yeah.
Yeah. It's better than the draft, I reckon. I think the draft is a little played